This is part 2 of the Rose and Daisy collar. In the previous video I made the rose motif, and now I'm going to show you how to make the daisy motif. As I mentioned in the previous video, I'll give you a link to where you can find the pattern by Megan Mills. As in the previous video, you will see that the terms used by Megan Mills are not American crochet terms, so I'll interpret the stitches as we go along. This one was made with 80 thread and a 0.6 hook, whereas this one's made with number 10 thread and a 2mm hook. As you can see, there's a big difference in size. So if you make the smaller version, you're going to need 13 motifs, but if you make the larger version, you're going to need quite a few less. I reckon about 7 would do it. So once again we're going to start with the magic ring. So I twist the thread twice round my finger, I stick in my hook, pull the thread through and make a chain. So on the pattern it says make 1 DC into space. By 1 DC she means a single crochet, chain 3, and that forms the first part of a cluster. And the clusters worked by doing trebles, 3 trebles, so this is the first one. So you don't finish the stitch, you keep the loop on your hook. So I've got the 3 loops on my hook. I pull through, chain 7, and make another cluster. So you need to make 8 clusters into the magic ring, interspaced with 7 chains. So if you look, this time I've got 4 loops on the hook. That's because I've also got the loop from the chain. So I've done 8 clusters, and to finish off I chain 3 and make a treble into the top of the first cluster. That's so we can start the next row in the middle of the loop. For the next row, chain 8, and slip into the next loop with a double crochet, with a single crochet. And now for the last one, make a single crochet in the top of the first one. So this is what we have now. So now we're going to start the next round, and it's similar to the rose medallion, but it is slightly different. I got caught out, I suppose, being too fast and not really reading properly. On this round, on the rose medallion, you have 4 clusters on each space divided by 5 chain, but on this one we're going to make 3 clusters. So 3 clusters divided by 5 chain in each loop. So to start, you make a single crochet into the first space, chain 3, that'll be the first part of the cluster. Then we do a treble, keep the last loop on the hook, do another treble, so we've got 3 trebles, pull the thread through 3 loops, chain 5, and make another cluster. So again I've got 4 loops on the thread, pull the thread through, chain 5. So 3 clusters on each loop. So once you've finished all the clusters, so 3 clusters in each space, you need to make the last chain between the first one and the last one, but again you're going to chain 1 and make a treble in the top of the cluster. Again, this is to start in the middle of the chain. So then you make a single crochet in the first space, chain 5, and work your way round. By making a single crochet in the next space and going around the whole medallion. Again, for the last chain we'll do the same again, so we chain 1 and make a treble into the top of the single crochet in the first chain space. So now we're going to do the last round, and that's the round with the picots. We're also going to take this opportunity to attach it to the next medallion. So to do the last round, chain 6, make a single crochet in the 4th, chain. Now to attach it to the medallion, slip your hook through one of the picots, pull the thread through, chain 3 and make a picot in the 3rd one, and then chain 3 again. So then go into the next loop and make a single crochet. So there we've attached Now it's important to check once you've made your attachment that you've got both motifs turned round the right side. So chain 3, and make a single crochet in the first chain, chain 3, and make a single crochet in the next loop. So that's one attachment. We're going to do this again, but first we're going to chain 5, single crochet in the next loop, and now we're going to attach another picot. So chain 6, single crochet into the 4th chain, go to the next picot on the rose medallion, pick it up between the 2 picots, chain 3, make a single crochet in the first chain, chain 3, and single crochet into the next space. So we've attached the 2 picots, and the next medallion would be attached here. So you need 3 loops. You need 3 loops with picots at the neck edge and 5 loops with picots at the bottom edge. So I'm going to chain 5 again, single crochet into the next loop, and now I'm going to make a loop with picots, chain 5 all the way around to the end. So chain 6, single crochet into the 4th chain, chain 4, single crochet into the 2nd chain, chain 3, single crochet into the next loop. Chain 5 again, and single crochet into the next loop. So I'm going to repeat that now to the end. So once I've made 3 medallions, that's for the neck edge. Here you would attach another medallion again by 2 picots. So there would be 5 picots at the bottom rim and 3 picots at the top. And the next medallion would be attached, so you count 1, 2, 3 to these 2. So round the neckline you end up with 3 loops with picots at the top, and at the bottom you end up with 5 loops. And of course at the edges there's going to be the full round except for the 2.